We will look today at Bach's well-tempered clavier piece. It's Prelude. Which key is it in?
C.
C what?
Major.
C major. How did you determine that?
There's no flats or sharps, and we start in the C major chord.
We start in the C major. How does it end?
We end on a C major chord.
Okay, great. Let's look at the texture. Do you see anything interesting about the texture? You can look at both pages.
There's some accidentals for secondary chords.
It could be a sign of when you go to a different key.
Like a modulation.
Yeah, modulation, right. But overall texture.
It's very arpeggiated.
Arpeggiated chords throughout. Right, so that's a preliminary look. Do you know anything about Prelude and Fugue? Cycles of...
No.
Well, Bach wrote 2 cycles of Prelude and Fugues. Prelude as introductory piece, and Fugue is a polyphonic piece of 3 or 4 or 5 voices, and each one is written in a different key. So this is the opening of the cycle of Prelude and Fugues, book 1, and it starts in C major. Let's read it in a way that you will play block chords. So you group the notes together in a chord, each half a bar.
Okay.
If you can keep the tempo very slow, what is the time signature?
4/4.
Okay, so there are 4 quarter notes, but later on we'll think not in quarter notes, we'll think in a larger scale. So let's for now just count 4 quarters, but play at a very slow pace so you have time to read and group and prepare yourself.
And we're just playing the chord on B1 and 3.
Right. Give yourself a tempo that allows you to do so, and if anything happens, just keep going. Okay. You can touch upon second finger right away. Okay, let's just play the last chord. Nice, so you read it through. How does it feel?
It's not too bad for sleep reading.
Good, good. Yes, it's pretty good for reading. Let's do. What did you notice as you were playing?
The bass was just like a step, kept going down a step. Like it was walking down the scale degrees.
Well, bass is very functional.
Yeah.
It supports the functional structure of the piece, and it has its own line. That's true. What about? Did you notice any repeats? If you look just at the first bar, and then let's say you look at the bar somewhere. Basically, the whole piece is structured to have repeats in each bar except for the ending cadence. So what does it mean for you as a performer? How much text do you have to learn?
Not as much as what's written.
Not as much. So basically, how many bars are there? And that's how many chords you need to play in a arpeggiated way. So in fact, there's not too many text. What about dynamics of the piece?
This starts piano, but it
What do you see? Of course, it's addition, but it's a really good addition.
There would be like these seems like for a lot of.
Does it go to extreme
No.
markings of dynamics or contrasting moments in the dynamics?
Yeah, there's like measures that like one measure is mezzo forte and then the next one is piano, so like it creates contrast.
It creates some kind of a breathing. However, we don't see sforzandi, we don't see fortissimo going from piano to forte.
Yeah.
So we don't see all sudden change of dynamics. It's staying somewhere within piano, pianissimo, mezzo piano range. There is a culmination point here where the editor underlined it with a forte, fortissimo, but it's relative in this piece especially. Here is forte. So here is a moment where there is a crescendo happening to culminate the piece. Let's play block chords from bar 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From bar 8 through bar 11. Just 4 bars. Again, block chords. The next time you're gonna play the same 4 bars in a medium tempo, arpeggiated way. And the third time you'll play it in a slightly faster tempo. When you go in a medium tempo arpeggiated chords, try to keep your left hand on the keys and release it right before you have to retake.
Mm-hmm.
For the slower tempo and medium tempo, it's true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For the faster tempo, you might have to take off a little bit earlier. So you're gonna play 3 times. 1 time block chords. That would give you time to figure out the notes and the fingering and listen to the harmony.
Mm-hmm.
The next time you're gonna play in a slower or medium tempo, that would give you time to play it as written, but not get overwhelmed. And a 3rd time you'll play in a slightly faster tempo, and there you can release left hand a little bit early.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Okay.
Before you start, it's important to be very clear on the tempo that you're gonna take.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever tempo you decide on, count it, and then stick to it. You can give a little bit fuller bass
Mm-hmm.
notes for now, so they wouldn't disappear. Nice. Were the fingers convenient?
Yeah, I just concentrate to going to the last chord.
Okay. Do you need to play one more time block chords? Let's do it one more
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Super clear, right?
Yeah.
Good. Now you're ready to move to medium tempo as written. Nice. You know what
Yeah.
happened and you self-corrected. I like that you're keep using the wrist motion. Now, do you need to play in a medium tempo one more time?
I need to go up a little bit faster.
Let's.
The-
Okay, you have a lot of drive in you. Let's keep it at the same tempo
Okay.
one more time, and then we'll go to the faster tempo. Here you can play. We can use 4th finger here, because you have wide span, you have long fingers,
Okay.
have big hands. does it feel?
Okay. Or
What about the balancing? Volume balancing.
I feel like my right hand might be too loud. But,
First and last notes.
mhm.
Listen to those and have a gentle touch. Let's try that. You'll gain better control if you practice in this tempo and then move to faster tempo.
Yeah.
Because if you go, it's a pretty slow tempo, but if you go straight away to faster tempi, there is unevenness of the timing and unevenness of the volume, or let's say not as good of a balance and balance control as you would like to. So you will gain better control over your sound volume and the timing while playing in a slow tempo. And also it's very good for putting it into your long-term memory, for your muscle memory. Because people who play right away in a faster tempi, usually it's students who are very driven, but it takes them longer to memorize, and then they have more insecurity in their cognitive memory, like just thinking of the text, as well as physical memory, muscle memory. Okay, this time let's play it in a faster tempo. What to think about, think ahead, and think as if you were playing in a block chords. Also involve your wrist and make sure you're not lowering your wrist, because that locks your joint and keeps away your technique. So let's play it in a faster tempo. Before you start, think about the tempo you want to play and stick to it when you start playing. Good. Let's do it one more time. Just the same way. Think ahead. Nice. So you worked on it today. We played it through in block chords. Then we took a segment of 4 bars and worked on it in detail. Again, block chords, then slower or medium tempo several times, and then moved it to the faster tempo. And it felt pretty comfortable for you, right? So that's the way you're going to work through the whole piece for the most efficient use of your practice time.